welcome to my channel. My name is SJ. I am a mum of 3 and I absolutely love making baby name videos. I've got a ton of baby name videos on my channel. That is my baby you can hear having a little play around in the background. Her name is Evelina Blossom. Don't know what it is, but I love talking about baby names and I always have done. It seems I am not alone. This week is baby name week over on Channel Mum. They have just put a load of baby name videos live. I will pop the link here so you can head over there for just baby name inspiration, baby names we love but won't be using, from tons and tons of mummy vloggers. You will definitely find some inspiration there. In honour of baby name week, I thought I would do the baby name tag because I've never done a baby name tag before. I will be answering them and then tagging some mums who also have amazing baby names, so you don't want to miss checking out their channels as well. Question number 1 is, what are your favourite and least favourite names from the top 10 baby name lists? I'll link the lists below. I actually like all the names on the top 10 list, but I probably would never choose them because I'm always just trying to pick something a little bit different. I think because my name's Sarah Jane and there are so many Sarahs when I was growing up, I've kind of got into the idea of having something slightly more unusual. But I do like all the names. There are a couple I wouldn't use for various reasons. So from the boy list, I wouldn't use the name Henry, which is at number 10, just because my husband is called Henrik, which is the Swedish version of Henry. So obviously we couldn't use that one. The name I love the most is the name Noah. I absolutely love it, but there are so many Noahs that I know, so many friends who've got a baby Noah. I couldn't use it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Similarly with the girls, I wouldn't use the name Jessica because I know so many Jessicas, it would be like I was naming it after one of them, and the association with them is so strong in my mind, but it's such a pretty name. The name I love the most is the name Olivia, and I never used to like this name at all. It's just sort of really grown on me. I just love it now. I particularly love the nickname Liv, which is a tongue twister to say, like Liv Tyler. I just think it's really pretty, and in Scandinavia, my husband's Swedish as I said, we use the name Liv a lot, so yeah, that's the one I would probably choose. So question number 2 is a tough one. Pick names for your imaginary twins. You need to do girl girl, boy boy and boy girl twins. This has taken me ages and I'm probably still not totally happy with my choices. I'll be thinking about this forevermore. But for girls, I have chosen 2 not matchy names, but names that I love and have similar letters in them. So the names Liberty and Tabitha. Liberty is one of those names I've always absolutely loved. I just think it is gorgeous. And using the T and the B sounds for Tabitha. Tabitha is like a really throwback English name and I really like it. I think Libby and Tabs would be really cute little nicknames for them as well. For boys, I've gone a bit more unusual as well. These names don't really match, but they're 2 names that I really love and think they sound good together, and that would be Oakley and Ellis. I love L sounds on boys. I just think that they're really soft, kind of pretty names for boys, and I quite like soft, pretty boys. So yeah, I really like the sound of those names. Are you gonna come and be in this video? Someone's joining us. Here she is, the one making all the noise. This is little Evelina Blossom. She's 6 months old. And I don't get far without her, do I? No, I don't. And for boy girl twins, don't worry, I'm not really having twins. You're my last baby, probably. Yes, so for boy girl twins, I do actually then like having the same letter at the beginning because they're going to be boy and girl, so they've got their own identities anyway. One of my favourite boy names is the name Nate. I've always really liked it. I think it's just a really cool name. It is short but kind of funky and modern. You could go Nathaniel as well, which I really like. And then for a girl, a name I absolutely love at the moment is the name Nell. So again, a really traditional old-fashioned name, but I just really like it, and I think Nate and Nell sounds really cute together. Question number 3 is, what would you change your name to if you could change your own name? I would change my name to a name that I think was in contention for me when I was born, which is an old family name in my dad's side, the name Daisy. There's quite a few Daisies in my family in honour of my great granny who was called Daisy and was one of those lovely great grannies that everyone still talks about, but for some reason they went with Sarah Jane instead. But I think Daisy is just such a nice name. I love flower names. It would have been really unusual back then as well. Back in the day when I was born. Myself sounds so old, but it wasn't so popular then. I don't know, do you think the name Daisy suits me? It's kind of hard. I can't imagine that being my name, but I've always really liked it and thought I would have liked to have it. Next up, name 4 children all with the same first letter of their name. You can pick any letter. I've had to pick the letter F because my 2 sons are called Freddie and Finn. I really like F names, obviously. It wasn't that we massively wanted their names to match. We thought they were actually really, really different sounding names and just liked them individually. But oh my god, I've had loads of comments about the fact that I put 2 F names. And then there were loads more girl F names that I loved that I couldn't use because of it. So I absolutely love Fern. I absolutely love Flora. I think those are such pretty names. I love Freya. It's very Scandinavian. I think it's gorgeous, really beautiful. And I really love the name Florence. I think it's one of the most beautiful baby girl names. I can imagine Evelina being a Florence. It is so pretty, but I couldn't go with any of those because I didn't want to be some weird Kardashian wannabe. The boys really wanted a boy and wanted him to have an F name as well. We wouldn't have gone with it because, as I just said, but we did like the name Fox, and we also liked Felix. I think that those are really, really nice names as well. Next up is favourite animal inspired names. For boys, I've always loved the name Wolfie. I think it is really, really cute. It's not sort of too odd and animalistic because it's kind of quite a traditional name as well. Like Wolfgang has been a name forever, hasn't it? I just think it is so sweet. And for girls, I really like bird names for girls because they're just so delicate and so cute. And I love the name Lark. It's always been one that I would have had on my names list, which is extensive these days. And then colour names. My favourite colour name for a girl is Marigold. Marigold is like that gorgeous goldy yellow colour. That's one of my favourite colours anyway, and I love this name. I was really sold on it after the character Marigold in Downton Abbey. I just got obsessed with that name. In England, we do have the marigolds that we wear our rubber yellow gloves to do our washing up. I would not let that put me off. For boys, I like the name Indigo for a boy. Indy is obviously a really nice nickname, but that kind of deep bluey purple is quite cool. And I can imagine a little festival, hippie, arty guy called Indigo. Top 3 boy names. I've chosen different names than I've shown in my other baby name vlogs. And there's reasons why I couldn't use some of these names, but the name Wilfred, I absolutely love it. It's my favourite at the moment. Wilf is just so cute. I probably would have gone for this had I not had a Freddie. You can't have kind of 2 Wilfreds in one family. I also love the name Hunter, but being a vegetarian, having a Hunter is probably a bit mixed messages. But I just think it's such a cool kind of surname, first name, and really, really sort of handsome sounding. I really like it. And lastly, I've always loved the name Maddox. I think it is really nice. It's so edgy and kind of trendy. I just think it's too edgy and cool for me. I don't think I could pull it off. I've got a friend who has a Maddox and she calls him Maddie, and he really suits it, and she suits having a little Maddox. I think it is a gorgeous, gorgeous name. For baby girls, at the moment I'm having this real thing about kind of those throwback vintage kind of 1940s tea dance type of names, like Kitty, like Hattie, Dot, I think is so, so cute. And those kind of old kind of names just takes you back to like a really romantic era. Next question is your favourite celebrity baby name. I think my favourite celebrity baby names are Demi Moore's children and Bruce Willis's children. They're so unusual. So their first daughter is called Rumour. You never hear that anywhere else, but I think it is so pretty actually, but no one else can kind of get away with it. Then they have a Tallulah Belle. Tallulah is such a cool name. It's a very starlet Hollywood name, but I love it. And I think my favourite one is Scout LaRue, their third daughter. Love the name Scout LaRue. It's just so cool. You would have to be Demi and Bruce Willis's children to pull it off. I don't think you could get it hanging around my area, but I do love those names. They're so unusual out there, and I'd be really interested to hear what you think of them. Ultimate guilty pleasure names is up next. For me, it's just super duper duper girly names. So I think they call them like unicorn names. I would so go with them, and they are like my husband's ultimate worst nightmare. But things like Flossie, Trixie, Rainbow, I think they are so cool and quirky and cute, and I would love to have a little girl called that, or if there was a little girl in one of my kids' classes called that, I would be well jealous. I just think they are really, really cutesy. I know that they're a bit silly, and that if they get a job when they're older and they're called Fifi, Trixie Belle. They might not be taken as seriously, but they don't need to have a serious job. You know, they could do something amazing and fun and creative. But yeah, those are my real guilty pleasure names. Most hated baby names is a hard one because there's something about all baby names that you love. I think for me, I kind of still don't love those 80s baby names because I went to school in the 80s, and things like Ian, Dean, Stuart, they just remind me of all the people I went to school with. And I think that's the thing about baby names, is the associations that you have with them from growing up. Next is a baby name associated with the month in the year. For me, my favourites are April for a girl. I've always liked that name. I think it is really, really nice. And I really like Juno for a boy. If I had a June baby, I would call them Juno. And coming to the end, the last two questions is baby name you love from a movie. I don't know if this is supposed to be from a specific movie, but from any movie, the baby name I've always absolutely loved, or the name I loved, was always Madison from Splash. I was obsessed with that movie. I probably watched it a billion times. When she climbs the street name and says she'll call herself Madison after like Madison Avenue. I also love New York. I would love to go there with my daughter and have her photo taken there. Lots and lots and lots on shopping trips. I just have always absolutely loved it. It's an amazing film. Watch it again if you haven't seen it for ages, because it's actually so funny. And last up is choose a baby name from someone in your family. So for me, from my side of the family, my dad's middle name is Arthur, and now I absolutely adore that name. I love Artie as a short name for it. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous name. And for girls, I have to choose my niece's names, because I have pretty much been choosing baby names with my sister. I think Evelina Blossom has got my sister to thank for that name. She has got two little girls, and they are called Summer Dorothea Rose and Lottie Loveday. So as you can tell, we both like quite quirky and unusual names. So that's the end of the baby name tag 2017. I hope you liked some of the names. Let me know. I won't be offended if you don't like them, but I do love to hear your opinion on them. And this is a tag vlog, so I'm going to be tagging a few mummy vloggers who I want to start doing the tag themselves. First up is Ursula Rose. Ursula has boy-girl twins with the most amazing names, and she has a gorgeous name herself. Ursula, you have to let us know what you think of these questions. Also, Lauren Hampshire, she has gorgeous baby name videos on her channel, and she's a mum of two little girls. Freetha from Tiger Lily Quinn, I absolutely am obsessed with her baby names. I hope you will do this and let us know what you think of the tag. And last up, Sarah Cantwell from Rosey Home. She has Rosalie and Maeve. I love all her name ideas, and I would love you to do this tag as well. So do check out their vlogs, and I will see you all in our next baby name vlog, which will probably be scarily soon, because we can't stop making them, can we? Right, I'm knackered. I need a cup of tea after all that bouncing. Bye guys.